defense of the city of Magna Bonum was a success. The orcs caught us off our guard, but not unprepared. I will not underestimate these aliens again. It is clear now that their primary push was towards the capital city, and they have moved in to attack with a speed I have rarely seen a military force capable of achieving. I have read reports of orc clans who focus on fast strikes, but I did not realize they could be so coordinated. It is as if something is driving the orcs here, some unknown desire or instinct. The Imperial Guard regiments watching over the city are decimated and will not be resupplied for at least 24 hours. The orcs will renew their attacks far sooner. Our scouts are reporting a force massing 50 kilometers from the city that dwarfs the group that attacked Magna Bonum. And reports from civilians speak of a mighty orc who leads them. Bigger and more cunning than the rest. If the capital city falls, this planet will not be far behind. I cannot allow this to occur.
So, something to appreciate. So the mission briefing's got a full narration of what's going on and everything. But the other thing to appreciate is that the little video feed, like swooping through the level you're about to do, is meant to be a servo skull. So it's going in, and it ends with it kind of dying, so it crashes, suddenly spins out and cuts out. It's just nice, like, ultimately, like, this game isn't this huge, groundbreaking, we've invented, like, this new genre of RTS. It's that it does everything very well. Yeah, so suddenly it crashes and splat. It is that you've got strong presentation, you've got variety in the way you use your units, because you've got, you know, units with abilities like the librarian. You've got the ability for any unit to go into melee so it can, you know, disrupt enemy cohesion. And again, presentation is strong. The way they present the factions, so you get a good feel for what Space Marines are. You get a good feel for what Orcs are. And as you go through, you get a good feel for the other two factions, which would be Eldar and Chaos. So a lot of it is really that the presentation lends itself much more strongly than what you might see elsewhere. I mean, what would this have been competing with? Because obviously there's Relic's own sort of homeworld games. You've got what else would be around this time is the question. Like, obviously there's still StarCraft in the background, but that's years prior. What is the, like, contemporary, like, its peers of the time? And I'm just trying to think what in RTS. And I can't. I think a lot of the games around this time, because obviously we've had Generals, I presume, would have been around this time frame. I'm thinking about it because it's like for comparison, because you think about how much more detail there seems to be in the unit models, how much more focus there is on, and because I mean fundamentally there's a lot more focus on infantry as units, whereas in other games infantry are just fodder that get run over and pushed aside. Oh, let's continue. Oh no, there's more orcs. Why they're displayed as red and not green is beyond me. Like, really, it should have been a desert planet and green for the orcs, and then red for whatever else they wanted to throw on the field later. But it works. Missions load too quick. Classic 40k naming conventions. Look at the pixelation. For how old this game is, yes. you see what I mean? Like, there's a lot of detail there in the units which they take advantage of. Also, is it just me, or does it feel like there's a lot of room where you could go back and remaster this?
Everything is ready, boss. Them Humies is in for a good stomping. This is gonna be the best fight of their miserable lives.
Just make sure it's the last fight of their lives.
I don't take orders from you, Humie.
We've held up our side of the bargain, have we not? You wanted a new planet to wage war on. We have given it to you. You wanted to face the Imperium's greatest warriors, the Space Marines. They are here. We've even provided you with weapons and Imperial tanks to use on the battlefield. And all we ask in return is that you keep the Imperials distracted from our operations here.
You've kept your word, but that still don't mean you can order the orcs around.
My apologies. We've delivered the last of the weaponry. They're in the hands of your servants. We'll take our leave now. I respectfully request that you keep the Marines busy for as long as you can.
We'll keep them more than busy. We'll keep them dead.
The thought of kowtowing to these creatures disgusts me. The orcs are a tool.
Basically.
Nothing more. And quite an effective one, I might add. Perhaps. But I dislike providing such unpredictable aliens with our own weaponry. Lord Bale. Orcs are not unpredictable. Quite the contrary. You can rely on them to turn against you. But they will honor our agreement as long as we provide them with enemies to satiate their battle lust. If we intimidated them into doing our bidding, showed them our strength, they would take pause before betraying us. You cannot intimidate something that knows no fear. Trouble yourself no longer with the orcs. We will have what we came for and be gone before they finish with the Imperials and turn on us.
Why is we talking with them Humies instead of fighting with them? Them smelly Chaos boys is weak. Not nearly enough of a challenge for the boys. If they were strong like orcs, they wouldn't need us to fight for them. We'll take their guns and their help, and when we're done chopping up all the Humies, we'll come back here and chop them up as well.
Orbital imagery shows a heavy concentration of orcs in the area. We must secure a location and establish a base before destroying the war boss and his clan. Combine the holy fire of the whirlwinds with the jump packs of our assault marines. Cleanse this area.
Bit of casual artillery.
Whirlwind here. They will never see it coming.
No.
They will never see it coming. Preparing whirlwind missile battery to fire.
Well, this is problematic.
They will never see it coming.
There we go. There we go. That's right.
They will never see it coming.
Oh dear God.
They will never see it coming.
Taking heavy
They will never see it coming.
This is rather embarrassing. 1 second.
Triangulating attack coordinates.
This is
Triangulating attack coordinates.
awkward.
Approaching target. Whirlwind here.
Put in there.
Whirlwind here.
There we go. Why they were on ceasefire stance, I will never know, but they were. Will you now casually destroy everything for me? Yes, there we go. Okay.
Whirlwind here. Whirlwind artillery tank here.
Can you tell they reworked artillery during the lifespan of the first, well, the initial release?
At your command.
Now that's... Here's something interesting that's not been used since. So, abilities in this game work on a fuel system, right? So you'll notice down here, there's this bar, which is yellow and orange, right? And that will refill over time. So I use that. Now I still have enough charge to use it again.
Taking heavy fire. Orders received.
The thing is that it's not on a timed basis. It's fuel. You just need to have enough. So, depending on how long I leave it now, another charge will be ready. And I've not seen that since, really, which is weird, considering it works really well.
Initiating attack protocol 23.
That's a lot of friendly fire damage. It's fine. Okay, it's less fine now. I'm legitimately doing more damage to my own.
Whirlwind here.
Heresy grows from
Our scouts report the war boss is in the vicinity of this location. It seems a second Orc clan has gathered between us. They are heavily defended on this plateau. They must be eliminated to clear a path to the war boss.
Fear denies faith. To the skies. Activating jump pack.
Just not something I've seen since. And yet, it's kind of an interesting system and gives you a lot more like granular options with balancing cooldowns.
Initializing build protocol.
He who stands with me shall be my brother.
What is your order? The area is secure. Fear our wrath. Defending objective.
What is your will? I await your instructions.
Fear denies faith.
What is your will?
At your command.
I await your instructions.
We are the Emperor's chosen. To the skies. We stand ready.
Ah, yes, because I
I
must have used
await
only
your
one before.
instructions.
Yeah, okay.
I will do as you ask.
I thought it'd only taken charge from one squad for both. to
He
jump,
who
but-
stands with me shall be my Assault Marines are now available to us. They can be built from the chapel barracks.
No, I'm okay, mate. Melee infantry versus a melee tank tends to not be as effective as you might want it to be. Especially when I'm then going to have to fight a giant monster, which, you know, they don't have
Direct
weapons
us
to
to
deal
the
with.
enemy.
I'll stick with the
We
two free
stand
squads.
ready.
Thanks.
Yes,
enemy
Oh,
is
hello.
attacking.
one.
Direct us to the enemy. To the skies. Charge.
I await your instructions.
I could jump over there. Probably not a good idea,
What is your order?
though. Okay.
Stay vigilant, brothers.
I await your instructions. Yes, Lord. Build routine 721 initiated. Build routine 721 initiated. Here to serve.
Get some power income.
denies faith.
Today, the enemy shall know fear.
There is no such thing as innocence, only
Or let's make
degrees
a
of
fight,
guilt.
rather than waiting until it keeps spamming units at me.
Follow me into battle.
Taking haste.
For the Emperor.
We stand ready.
The Emperor protects.
Yes, my lord.
My faith. The machine cult is ready to be requisitioned. Build it to gain access to
ready.
vehicles. On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
Fear denies faith. We stand ready. Understood.
My faith is my shield.
Yes, most beneficent one.
Just because I suspect they're going to keep doing it.
Defending objective. What's your order? We are the Emperor's chosen.
Walk softly and carry a big gun.
Oh, I should have blocked them off at this point, right? Surely.
We stand ready.
The Emperor
no, they were getting-
protects.
At your command.
Fear not the sight.
On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
Awaiting orders.
Yes, most beneficent one. Yes, Lord. With all due haste.
Objective
This
achieved.
day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium.
Yes, my lord.
This day shall be a glorious
Yes, my
one for
lord.
the Imperium.
Jump up there and slap
What
that.
would you have me do?
Yes, my lord.
Yeah, they do pretty good damage.
The Emperor
Without Sergeant.
protects.
Yes, my lord. We stand ready.
Come on, give me some cash.
What's your order?
This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium. For the Emperor. This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium.
Knobs.
Taking damage. Ever vigilant.
Nope, that's right. It's just what they are. Bunch of knobs.
For the Emperor. Fear denies faith.
Venerate the immortal Emperor.
Got away from it.
Beware the alien.
We stand ready. Cleanse. Purge.
Beware the
Kill.
alien. The mutant. The heretic. On alert, brothers.
Okay.
The enemy must be nearby.
Yes, most beneficent one. Initializing build protocol.
Awaiting orders.
Should be fine. Weapons. Let's see.
Yes, Lord.
I think I'm probably going to want to build a forward base here, rather than building all the way back there and having to run around that winding path.
Awaiting orders.
Just makes more sense.
Ever vigilant.
Here to serve. As you wish. Here to serve.
At your command.
Here to serve.
Capture that
I
big round
exist to serve.
Okay, I think so.
Heresy grows from idleness.
Nice. think.
I await your instructions.
What's your order? Heresy grows from idleness.
Yes, Lord.
For the Emperor!
Build routine
Fear
721
denies me.
initiated.
It's just outrage.
Faith is our
I
shield.
await your instructions. Yes, most beneficent one. With all due haste,
Close. Good.
here to serve. Yes, Lord.
We are the
Here
Emperor's
to
chosen.
serve. Initializing build protocol.
Looking pretty good to me. Damn, those techs go slow. Holy moly. In really, the pot takes the biscuits. It gave me those whirlwinds, and then it's like, oh, you don't get to keep those. Not a very good introduction to them, but just piss off. Probably for the best, because I'll probably kill loads of my own men. Yeah.
Yes, Lord.
Whirlwinds and their long-range artillery are being made available.
No,
Build them from the machine cult.
No, I think I'll just spam dreadnoughts. Thanks. That's what seems like it's good. Yeah, there's really no way of increasing my requisition income otherwise. So spamming infantry's a no. Spamming vehicles though. Why they would try and like
Yes,
do
Lord.
hey, combine whirlwinds with assault marines so that you can bomb your own infantry? Seems a bit
I await
not
your
best.
instructions. Initializing build protocol. Build routine 721 initiated.
Ah, yes. So each of these I build also increases my vehicle cap, so building multiple
Yes,
allows me
most beneficent one.
Even in death I still serve. Burn, heretic. Under fire!
a little bit one-sided. A little bit.
Even in death I still serve.
Here to serve.
Direct us to the enemy.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace.
Yes, most beneficent one.
I have awoken. I am ready to serve. Again.
On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself. Die! Die! Die!
Here to serve.
Should I build anything else?
Better
That
to
matters.
die for the Emperor than live for yourself. Die! Die! Die!
One thing I feel isn't properly appreciated here is the fact that melee units get invulnerability during the kill sync animations. Makes them so much more durable than they otherwise could be. It actually makes them viable. Because it doesn't matter how much you shoot them with while they're in that state, as long as they've gotten their hands on something that they've been locked into that animation. Unkillable. Oh, interesting. Kind of crazy to think how long it's been since I've seen that build animation.
At last, back to war. I have waited long for command. I am ready to serve. Again, I am the instrument of his will.
Knowledge is power. Hide it well.
I have waited long for this day. Command me. I have waited as long to die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
Yes, most beneficent one? Yes, Lord.
We will establish a forward base at this location to facilitate ready access to Space Marines. We will need many to ensure the war boss is dead and buried.
Doing what it intended for.
Thermoplasma generators are available. They will provide us greater access to power. He who stands with me shall be my brother.
Claim it to the name of the
I
Emperor.
am the instrument of his will.
You taking a piss?
I have waited long for this day.
Cheek.
The enemy is attacking.
There. Right, okay, that's
To me, my brothers, I will crush those who stand before me.
Awaiting orders.
Now, any upgrades I've got back here? Here's some important ones, apparently.
Yes, most beneficent one?
I have awoken. Command me.
Now,
It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
tough call. Do I want to have the range damage as they're moving around so I can clear out more of the chaff? Or do I just double down on the fact that melee
I
damage is
am the instrument of his will.
melee damage? It's just
Fear
because.
denies faith. We are the Emperor's chosen position secure.
Yeah.
It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself. I have awoken.
Faith is our shield.
Here to serve. Initializing build protocol.
Taking damage.
TM.
I will do as you ask.
Awaiting orders. Moving out.
Venerate the immortal
Today
Emperor.
the enemy shall live here.
Yes, Lord. Build routine 721 initiated. Build routine 721 initiated. Build routine 721 initiated.
Why? Because I can.
I await your
that?
instructions.
I am ready to serve. Again. To me, my brothers. It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
Have we got enough prop? Be fine, sure.
Even in death, I still serve.
The only thing that's going to get in my way now is pathfinding.
Faith is our shield. Onward to glory!
I am ready to serve. Again. Taking damage. Command me.
My aim shall not falter.
Marine squad deployed. I have a warrant.
Follow me into battle.
I will crush those who stand before me. At last, back to war. Attacking as ordered. At your command. Marine squad deployed.
What would you...
Space Marines, advance!
At your command.
It just takes way too long to build a base in this game. Holy moly.
Fear denies faith. Marine squad deployed. Charge. Faith is eternal.
Do we particularly care?
Under fire. I am ready to serve again. I am ready to serve again.
And for anyone wondering, of course,
I will be there.
this game doesn't go and show off the big, giant, mean beastie without actually throwing
Marine
it
squad
out.
deployed. Awaiting orders.
I mean, come on. Of course you're going to have to fight the damn thing.
Here to serve.
Marine squad deployed.
I will do as you ask.
Direct us to the enemy. Awaiting orders. Securing objective. Yes, my lord. Maintain attack formation. Even in death, I still serve. Command me. Command me.
Dreadnought spam, how I've missed you. Just casually using more dreadnoughts than most
I am
chapters
ready to
have.
serve.
Just,
Again.
I wonder if it's going to throw a boss at me that runs in a
By my
long straight
command.
line and does loads of
Attack!
damage.
Look at that
Awaiting orders.
monstrosity. I have heard legends of such beasts, but I've never seen one.
Even in death,
Men,
I still
concentrate your fire. We must take this creature down.
I have awoken. At last, back to war. Identifying targets. Tremendous. Faith is eternal. I am ready to serve today again. To me, my brother, I am ready to serve again. Die! Faith is eternal. Direct us to the enemy. Ever vigilant. Engaging the enemy.
I mean, I would throw more into the meat grinder, but not particularly beneficial. And down it goes. Okay. Go move. Fortunately, it didn't actually throw the army it got sent back here at me.
Identifying targets, command me. I shall end them. I am the
Oh, hello.
instrument of his will.
He who stands with me shall be my brother.
It is
Okay,
better
go,
to die to the Emperor.
Legitimately.
Even in death, I still serve. Engaging the enemy. At last, back to war. At last, back to war. Command me.
Oh, is he running
He
away?
who stands with me shall be my brother.
I have awoken.
Eh,
I am the instrument of his will.
we've got dreadnoughts.
Command me. Even in death, I still serve. Even in death, I still serve. I am ready to serve. Again, command me. Moving out. I will be there soon. Faith
Yep.
is eternal.
We broken. Job's done. Jobs are good.
Death, I still serve.
Did something attack down here?
better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
Where else am I? Ah, over there. Just everywhere with artillery.
Taking damage. What's your order? Command me.
It feels like there's meant to be more of a base in here than there is.
Yes, my lord. Under fire. Moving out.
He's still alive.
Marine squad deployed.
He who stands with me shall be my brother.
He is about to kill his door. Yep. Come on. It's okay. I'm sure Gabriel will finish him off. Right? Right? Nope. Never mind.
Marine squad deployed. It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
There we go.
Maintain attack formation. Attacking at order.
Oh right, that's what's going on with the Dreadnoughts. They can't reach it because it's got a wall.
I am the instrument of his will.
Seems fine.
Fear our wrath. I am the instrument of his will.
Oh, screw it. I'll probably die, but I've got basically unlimited resources at this point. Get a gun and get
Stand
weapons.
ready. Faith is our shield. Heresy grows from idleness. It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself. Fear denies faith. Onward! Taking damage! Glory. Heresy grows from idleness. Maintain attack. What's your order? Cleanse. Urge.
Oh no,
Kill.
no more losers, please, or looted tanks.
We stand ready. Charge. None shall stop us. Onward to glory. At last, back to war. Ever vigilant. Fear denies faith. For the glory of the Imperial Order. Initiating attack protocol 20.
Just a bit of cleanup now. And the most important thing is going to be to kill all the Gretchen, because otherwise they'll just keep building everything.
Awaiting orders for the glory of the Imperium. We stand ready. Attacking at order.
Come on, guys, you can block. I believe in you. You're specimens. You're apparently tactical squads, but you're all armed like you. Devastating squads. We don't question
At
that.
your command. At your
There.
command. The enemy is attacking. Charge. Ever vigilant. Faith is our shield. Commencing attack.
It'd be interesting to compare the missions of Winter Assault to these. Because obviously a lot of this is like establishing the rules of the game more than anything else. Please see the campaign as a tutorial.
Brother Tantheus.
Burned beyond recovery of his gene seed, along with Brother Michaelis. Nothing was left of them save for ash. They burned from the inside out.
Anything else to report?
The Orc warboss has been destroyed, but we saw a dropship leave the area. Captain, she bore the 8-pointed star.
The mark of the ruinous powers of chaos.
The forces of chaos? Here? Now?
Tartarus has endured several Black Crusades led by the terrible Chaos Champions. However, it seems too convenient that orcs and these heretics are here at the same time. But I trust the eyes of our scouts. Isidore, do you sense anything?
No, I have sensed nothing. But if the nature of Brother Tantheus' demise is any indication, then they would have a sorcerer with them who would be capable of masking their presence.
He's lying.
Especially with all the background static caused by the orcs.
Remember, he said I will.
Ah, our honored guest
Draw
has
distance.
arrived.
Who is it?
Inquisitor Mordecai Toth, protector of the Emperor's divine word and will.
Is he here to take command?
An Inquisitor may have near unlimited power, yes, He can commission the service of any Imperial citizen, from peasant to planetary governor, but...
I shall not cede command of my space marines to him, Inquisitor or not.
Then why is he here? Does he suspect one of us of heresy?
He is an Inquisitor. They suspect everyone of heresy. If Chaos taints this world, then that explains his presence. We must share with him what we discovered. Inquisitor Toth, welcome to Tartarus.
Thank you, Captain. But we have little time for courtesies. You and your men must leave Tartarus. Now.
What? But we just got here.